This is my Olympic inspired makeup look. Rio on the eyes, Trinidad on the lips. Got this primer, which is the NYX Angel Veil. Looks like that, and so far I've been enjoying it. It fills in pores really good. The only thing though is that it's really hard to get out of the container. I don't know why it's not squeezing out, and last time I squeezed it had a whole set come out, so I really don't know what that's about. Ooh, this is supposed to be a dupe of the Hourglass Mineral Primer. It fills in pores, it's mattifying, it makes the skin feel smooth, so it's really kind of a multi-purpose primer. So I'm still testing it out, and you'll get an update of my final thoughts on it in a later video. I'm gonna really put it to the test this week. Now I'm gonna use the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in number 9 Tan, which looks like that. So far I'm not really impressed with this foundation, but I have been told to try it out with a few primers first. So we'll see how the NYX Angel Veil goes with it. So far I've tried Meron Skin Prep Pro. I really don't find that did anything. I've tried Black Ops Mattifying. That didn't work well either. You'll get an update of that as well in a later video. And I'm just gonna blend this in using the Real Techniques Perfecting Sponge, it's called. And I recently got this sponge, and I was told that it rips really easily, so that I've been being very careful when washing it. And so far so good, I really like it. I don't think I will need to go back to the beauty blender, because this is just so much more affordable and it does the exact same thing in my opinion. I'm just blending in the foundation first a bit with my finger, because this is a water-based foundation and this sponge is damp, so the sponge kind of absorbs it if I don't blend it in a bit first. And another thing I like about the sponge is that I feel, because of this big flat side, I feel that it's much faster than the beauty blender. And the fact that I'm using this for foundation says a lot about how I feel about it, because I never used the beauty blender for foundation because it took so long. Like, geez. I'm gonna put on some more of that, because I do want it to look pretty full coverage, so those Instagram selfies could be on fleek, you know, get them likes. And I always make sure to blend the excess down my neck. I think the Olympics are pretty exciting, but I really don't watch anything. I just look at the news and see how the athletes are going, you know, because I prefer to play sports. I don't like to watch sports, even though I haven't played any sports in a while. I do like to play sports. So I'm going to stop there with the face for now, because I do expect some fallout with the shadows that I'm going to use, and I also want to give the foundation a minute just to dry, because I'm testing out, you know, letting the foundation completely dry before I go in with powder and stuff, you know, just to see if it will make any difference in my application and in the longevity of the makeup. I'm one of those people, I don't know, I need to do my brows first. I just need to see it looking grounded and nice. Rock with it, girl. So because I do intend on doing another brow tutorial showing exactly how I do this, I'm gonna just speed through the brows and I will get onto the eyes. But just to let you know, I am using the NYX cake brow powder that looks like that, and this is the shade Black Gray. Just gonna take the L'Oreal True Match concealer in W6, 7, and 8, which looks like this, and we're gonna clean up those brows. Okay, so once you get those brows looking like neighbors, that's NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, which I have deposited in some contact lens cases here. I'm gonna put that all over my eye and right up into the crease. If you do not own NYX Jumbo Base as yet, what are you waiting on? Take just a little bit more of NYX Milk with a kabuki brush, a small kabuki brush. Make sure I get that nice in my crease. So I'm going to take this shade right here in the Morphe 35O, and it's like a beige color with a yellow undertone. I'm gonna put that under my brow bone. To take this, I'm gonna mix these two blues and put them in my crease. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that. I'm gonna pat it in my crease first with the blending brush. This is a blending brush from Jessup. Right, I'm really just gonna pat that on first and then blend it out. When you're working with milk and most sticky bases, you really wanna pat first, then blend. And I'm gonna go back in with this brush and blend out the blue with what's left of the color from under the brow bone. And that's really how you get the best blend between your transition color and brow bone color. Yesterday I was recording this look and I did the colors on my lid first, and then I tried to come and blend them out in a crease and it was a disaster. So that's why I'm here doing this again, and you'll notice that I'm kind of winging it out very slightly at the end. So you really want to have a light hand here, blend it out as much as you could. So my camera decided it needed a break from the heat, so I did this eye. So let's do this eye. I'm gonna put a little bit more of NYX Milk on my lid. Take this flat eyeshadow brush and I'm going to go into Chaos from the Urban Decay Electric palette, which is a deep royal blue, and I'm going to put this on the outer third of my eye, putting it at an angle, and of course patting that shadow on. With the same brush on the other side, I'm going to take the Morphe 35B and I'm going to mix all these greens because I really don't know what's the perfect green to use. So I'm mixing all of these. I'm mixing this one, this one, this one, and this. And I'm going to pat that in the center. And I'm slightly going to overlap the two colors. And the thing with matte, colorful eyeshadows is that they don't take too well to rub in. So you really have to kind of pat them back and forth between the two colors to really get them to blend very well. Thankfully, blue and green and yellow, they have a slight gradient with each other, so they are not the hardest colors to blend, but still. So after cleaning off this brush a bit, I'm going to take this bright yellow in the Morphe 35B and I'm going to pat that on the inner corner of my lid. And again, with some of the green on the other side, I'm going to pat between the two colors to help them to blend together. As soon as you start to rub the colors, you will lose intensity. And then because they are matte shadows, tend to don't have a lot of binder in them, which is what keeps the shadow together. So you can't really, even if you lose some of the intensity, it's kind of hard sometimes to bring it back, because you can't just pat shadow on top of it because it doesn't have any binder, it doesn't have anything to stick to. So that's why we put the milk first, so that it will have something to stick to. You get what I'm saying, right? Anyway, then I'm gonna take a little more of Chaos from Urban Decay and I'm gonna blend that in a bit right in the crease above the other shadows. And I'm using this pointed brush from Coastal Scents and I'm gonna wing that blue out some more. And then I'm going to go in with the blender brush that we used earlier and blend those shadows together. Most people like to do their under eye concealer and then go in with their shadow, but I'm going to do that now because I don't want the blue to fall on my eye, on my concealer. So I'm really just taking Chaos again and leaving that on the outer third of my, in fact I'm going to bring it in 2/3 the way in. Brazil flag does have white in it, so I'm going to put some white in my inner corner and I'm going to use this pearly white eyeshadow from the beige Cosmetic foiled eyeshadow palette, just with another pointer brush. This color here, which is like a champagne pearly color, I'm going to put that right where I left a space on my lower lash line, just so that my eyes stay bright. I don't want to bring in the blue too. Okay, so now that we're back to the face, I'm going to use the LA Pro Concealer in pure beige under my eyes. And this is what I'm going to highlight with. But first, I'm going to take an angle brush and I want to get as close to the eyeshadow as I could without messing it up. And if you want to change the shape at this point of your eyes, you could. I'm just sharpening that up, and I'm gonna blend it out with the and this is honestly one of the reasons why I do my foundation first, because I like to blend wildly, you know. I don't like any restrictions when I'm blending. I'm gonna pat the excess on the tip of my nose, of course blending out the edges of the concealer. All nice and blended. I'm going to take the clean side of the sponge and I'm going to use Sacha's buttercup powder. This is the pressed version. And I'm just going to swoop and set my under eyes. In fact, I'm going to set my whole face with this powder. Brush and brush away the excess powder. So for bronzer, I'm going to use the Stick Color Sun Kissed 3O. Mine is a single because I broke the other two sides, but the most important thing in this palette for me stayed intact. The majority around my hairline. I go like this with the brush, which helps to tone down the highlight in the middle because I really don't need my forehead to be highlighted. For blush, using what I always use, the City Color Intense Blush Quad in collection 2, and I'm gonna use the orange shade, just the slightest bit of it to add some color to my cheeks. I'm gonna finish up the brows with the Benefit Gimme Brow. Gonna use NYC liquid liner just to give me a wing. I'm not even going to bother to put on lashes. I'm sorry. I know it really, I just can't. For mascara, I'm just gonna use the Smashbox X-rated mascara. And I realized that perhaps they kind of got inspiration from the Too Faced Better Than Sex because of the name. This one is X-rated Better Than Sex. You know? Adult themes going on here. Put on some butter mascara. So you look at me, you look at this look, you think she's going to use a nude lipstick. But no. Since I also want to know, you know, throw a little shout out to Trinidad, the Trinidad and Tobago team out there in the Olympics doing their thing. I'm going to put red lipstick on because I could, and I really like the way the contrasting colors look. Anyway, I'm using this Sephora cream lip stain in 01. It's in my eye. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, because I think I gave some pretty good tips. Yeah. So yeah, to leave me a comment letting me know what look you'd like to see next, or any recommendations that you have for my channel. I am open to them. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.